Hello BTS lover. In a world that is constantly moving fast and full of uncertainty, there are small moments that are able to stop time for a moment to make the world feel warmer, closer, and more meaningful. That day, in the midst of an almost uncontrollable crowd, one unexpected incident was captured on camera. A moment between two big stars, Jimin and Jungkook of BTS, that brought millions of ARMY around the world to tears. But not sad tears, but tears of happiness so pure, comes from the depths of the heart that loves unconditionally. The event took place in a place that was not originally planned as a meeting place. There are no official events, no major media announcements. There is no grandiose stage or dazzling spotlights. But it is precisely because of this simplicity that what is happening becomes much more touching. A meeting that feels like a gift from the universe to fans who have been patiently waiting, hope, and continue to love in silence. In a video of less than 2 minutes that spread on social media, Jimin was seen standing in the distance, wearing a thick black jacket and a beanie hat that partially covered his face. He hesitated, as if waiting for someone. The atmosphere around seemed calm, but behind the calm, the cameras that record capture something much bigger, a feeling that cannot be hidden. Then, a figure appeared that was already well known to anyone who claimed to be an ARMY. Jungkook, with his trademark smile that was so warm and embraced the world, walking closer with quick steps. Jimin, who initially looked awkward, suddenly smiled. But not an ordinary smile. It was a smile filled with emotion, longing, and happiness that was too great to cover up. Without words, they approached each other and hugged. Not just a formal hug between group mates, but a close hug that feels very personal. It was as if two brothers who had been separated for a long time were finally reunited. The video spread like wildfire in the middle of the forest. In minutes, hashtags Jimin Jungkook reunion and hashtag Tertangkap Kamera Jungkook immediately became trending topics on various social media platforms. ARMYs from around the world began resharing the video with comments filled with emotion and deep love. Many admitted that they cried when they saw that moment. Not a few feel that the moment is like the hug they have been waiting for from their idol. A hug that also represents all the homesickness that was stifled during the draft. Some fans even wrote that they felt like seeing two best friends finally go home to each other. For them, the house is not just a place, but the presence of each other. Jimin and Jungkook have gone through so much together, growing from nervous teenagers into strong adult men, bypassing industry pressure, popularity demands, and a temporary farewell due to state duty. The moment of meeting captured on camera was not just about two artists greeting each other, but the symbol of a long journey, loyalty, and a bond that cannot be separated by distance or time. What makes this moment so special is not just because of the surprise, but because of the sincerity. Nothing far-fetched. Nothing is polished to look perfect. Even the first few seconds of the video showed Jimin with teary eyes, as if holding back tears, and Jungkook gently rubbed his shoulder, a small gesture full of meaning. In an entertainment world full of scripts and media strategies, moments like this are rare. And precisely because of that, his presence is so valuable. The reaction from fellow BTS members was no less moving. Although it does not directly appear in the video, some of them seem to like and reshare footage of the moment on personal accounts. RM wrote, "Family always finds its way back" in her Instagram story post, while J-Hope only wrote one word. Finally. Two words that are able to make the sea of tears of the ARMY even more abundant. Even V, who has been known as an expressive and creative person, uploaded a small painting of two figures hugging against the backdrop of a twilight sky, without writing anything, and yet all know who is meant. Not only BTS fans and colleagues, the media also highlighted this incident. Several major news outlets wrote lengthy articles about the moment. One of the viral titles reads, "The Embrace of Two Worlds, when Jimin and Jungkook unite the ARMY in Haru." Some even said that this moment was one of the biggest emotional events in K-pop history this year. Why not? In a world full of competition, this meeting shows the human side of two megastars who never forget their roots and relationships. In an old interview, Jimin once said that Jungkook is not just a younger brother to him, but also someone who taught him many things in life. Jungkook often refers to Jimin as his emotional refuge. Their relationship is not just a matter of working together on stage, but a bond that grows out of trust, hurt, laughter, and immeasurable loyalty. So it's no wonder when they finally meet again and are reunited by fate in a simple moment. The world is also silent. Witness the love that never dies. Many ARMY also felt that the hug was not just between Jimin and Jungkook, but also between BTS and their fans. A symbolic hug that conveys that they never really left. That although time separates, the heart remains one. That the affection that once grew will never really die. Until now, the video continues to be shared. Edits, slow motion version, black and white version, until versions with an emotional musical background began to appear. The songs Still With You and Promise again rose to the ranks of trending because they were considered to represent the feelings in that moment.
The solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist. We made it like